What's good, family, and welcome to another episode of Jimmy Bond's podcast, right here on Philadelphia Radio, right here in Philadelphia Radio Studios. I'm here with my co-host, my lovely lady, Miss T. What's up, Lady T? How you doing?
Hey, Jay. How you doing? Hey, Radio World. Hi, everyone. Thank you for the red carpet and the flowers. I appreciate them.
Oh, you know we appreciate them, Mama. Big flowers, big bouquets of them, big bouquets of them.
Thank you.
Remember, family, you can always make sure you email us with your comments and your questions at Jimmy Bond's Podcast. Again, that's Jimmy Bond's Podcast. It's JIMMYBONDS podcast at gmail.com. Also, follow us on Instagram at Jimmy Bond's Podcast, on TikTok at Jimmy Bond's Podcast. Make sure you subscribe on our YouTube channel at Jimmy Bond's Podcast. Also, you can hear us each and every weekday morning from 8:30 to 10:30 on PhiladelphiaRadio.com. Also, on Wednesdays at WPEB 88.1. Shout out to them in West Philly. You can hear us every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Make sure you check us out on all your podcast platforms. We're here anyway, family. We popping it all, we kicking, we doing our thing. We have a special guest with us today, this afternoon. We call this the matinee. It's the matinee side,
Okay.
like the afternoon side.
But before we get started, we got to say shout out to the team.
Oh, you know we do. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Shout out to my brother Ty,
TY.
Mama Cedar,
Yes.
A-Dot,
All those people.
my brother Dave. Shout out
You
to
know.
y'all. So appreciate y'all, your
Right.
support, your love.
Yes.
We can't do this without you.
Our
You might not be here with us
sponsors.
today. Our sponsors, Daily Dressings. We keep it moving. We keep
Yeah.
it moving. Shout out to Daily Dressings. Shout out for the new accomplishment. We greatly appreciate you, all your love and support. You got to
Congratulations.
make sure you give honor to your sponsors and the people that support you. So
Yes. All right.
we're moving right along, family. Our special guest today
Yes.
is no other than our brother Antoine Dodson, the singer extraordinaire. Who has a show coming up. He's about to kill it. Right
Yes.
now, he has a few singles out on Spotify. I guarantee you, go check them out, please. Please check them out. I guarantee you. Antoine Dodson, not that Antoine Dodson.
The other
Antoine
one.
Dodson, the Antoine Dodson.
The one with the talent.
Yeah, the one that actually can sing.
Yeah,
That one.
That dude.
Not the other dude. I know you like, do they look alike? Yeah, they might just look alike.
We could be
They might be
cousins.
cousins.
We could be cousins.
Not that dude. They
Yeah.
probably related from a long lineage, 6 degrees of
Maybe
separation.
so.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, my brother Antoine Dodson is a phenomenal singer, family. I definitely, on all jokes
Thank
aside, he's very talented. He's versatile. He's original. He's gripping. He's genre blending.
I didn't pay him to say any of this.
Understands
I
how he
promise.
does this, family. He works on his craft. He likes to introduce himself to the brand. If you check out his Instagram, he speaks to you about what he likes, who he is as a person, and what he's planning to do in the future. He also talks about how his talent has progressed over time and where he is today. Coming up on February 12th, he has a show at the City Winery, Love Notes. Make sure you go check it out. We're going to be in the
Yes.
building for sure.
For
Shout out
sure.
to the people that put this whole thing together, Two Idle Minds. We thank y'all for y'all work and all that you do.
Absolutely.
Appreciate
Yes.
you. But without further ado, family, let's bring it up. Let's give it up, my brother, Antoine Dodson, all the way from here. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Give it up for him. Give it up for him.
Thank you.
Yo, man, you killing it, bro.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Listen. Well, it's beautiful because, a lot of times we don't get to do pre-production meetings, which I like to do sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Like to talk to people, find out about them, who they are, what they're about, what they did, and just get to know them a little bit better. But when you came in here today, we actually had a chance to do it before we started recording.
Yeah, we did.
And I think that connection
Mhm.
allows us to really relate as interviewers and interviewees.
Mhm.
And that chemistry is important.
Absolutely.
So you talk about chemistry between you and when you perform your audience.
Yeah.
What's that like?
There's levels to it. So
Okay.
I would say the first thing would be I related to like meeting your in-laws for the first time.
Okay.
Mm.
So it's that level of concern. It's, are we gonna get along? Are they gonna vibe with me? Will they like what I say, what I do? And then once you settle into that, and then because every audience is different, like every city's different, and sometimes you have to sort of bend to what they kind of are giving you.
Read the room.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't think enough people do that these days, but we won't go into that right now.
Yeah.
But for me, the real crux of it is it's an energetic flow. It's like an
Mhm.
electric current.
Mm-hmm.
So when I put out that energy and they give it back to me, and then I just give that back. It's that
It's
flow.
a give and
Yeah.
take.
It is.
Like any other relationship.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And as an artist, it's when you were on that stage performing for people,
Yeah.
the feeling is absolutely electric.
Yeah.
It's unlike anything else. Am I correct?
It's a turn on.
Yeah,
There's no other way to put
it's
it.
true.
It
It's
is.
true. It's addictive.
It is.
It's addictive. It's a natural high
It is.
that you really crave frequently.
Yes.
You know, not all the time. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I gotta be on stage all the time and
No.
applauding.
No.
It's just that when the time comes and what's supposed to be done,
You know what to expect.
you know what
You're
to
ready.
expect. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
That's dope. Have you done City Winery before? I thought you had.
We have.
You.
This will be the third time that we're playing at City Winery. We usually do it maybe once a year.
Okay.
I
Oh,
want to
really?
say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or at least so far, that's how it's been working out.
Okay. Make sure you invite us every year.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I would love to come back next
Okay.
time.
Sure.
But we don't have to wait a year, though.
No.
No, we don't have to wait a year.
Tell us what you got going on.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Or you just call me and I'll come.
Listen,
whatever.
ain't no
Okay.
worries. I got you. I got you.
So how long have you been studying your craft?
Oh, gosh. So I've kind of always been doing this. I used
I
to.
mean, but you only look like you in your 20s.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
How polite.
Well, I turned 34 August 14th.
Hey, man.
34, yeah.
That's what's
So,
up, bro.
but black don't crack.
No, it don't.
Okay.
So I try
Does
to.
that make you a Leo?
It does.
Hey,
I'm a Leo. Yeah. Oh, you're a Leo too?
I'm an Aries.
Okay. Well, we get
Aries
along
and Leos
then.
is like
we
best
do.
friends.
We do.
Hey.
So what are you?
I'm an Aquarius.
I don't know about him, but though it's the water thing. But no. I do get along with Aquariuses too. I feel like Leos get along with just about everybody because we kind of
do. You kind of
yeah.
do.
I don't know. I had a Leo wife and I had a Leo girlfriend, and that
It
they ain't end well.
It didn't
So
work out.
I'm not sure Leo is my my lane as far as like that lane. But as far as friends, we cool.
We cool.
Bro.
So then that's all we got to worry about.
Bro.
Then we're good.
But like I'm saying,
Yeah.
how long have you been studying your craft?
Thank you, because my mind sometimes.
And the way it's supposed to be, wandering.
So professionally, I've been doing this since I was about 4. My first gig was I was Baby Simba in like this off-way production of The Lion King. Yeah. So, but before that, I would sing from like my mother's family and friends that would come over the house and stuff like that. But that was when it really started professionally, and then after that, it just kind of yeah.
Did your mama be like, "Hey, Antoine, come on down here, boy, come sing for these people"?
You know what? It wasn't. No, she didn't have to ask me.
Oh wow!
I did. It was just my own initiative. When we would have people over, I used to have one of those Fisher Price cassette tapes that you could carry in. Would have a microphone.
Oh yeah, you weren't playing, was you?
Yeah, so I would just
Dead
bring
serious.
that out and I would put my tape in and press play, and that would be it. I would start.
The Fisher Price karaoke machine.
Yes. Yeah.
Coming out, mom giving out drinks while he performing. Go ahead, but put something in the cup for me.
And
all right,
then
put something in the cup.
And then that was it. So yeah,
love.
yeah,
That's
we
love.
we kind of went from there, and the way that it really took off to some of the other stuff when we did like the Apollo Theater and then we did the Jenny Jones show was a lady that came into my life who eventually became like my godmother and my mother's best friend, and she sort of took over as like agent.
Okay.
And so when she came over my house for the first time, my mother would remember. I don't remember, but I don't know why she was at our house. I know she knew people that we knew.
Okay.
But she came over to our house, and I remember we had this piano and a bench, and I got up on the bench, and I looked at her, I said, "I'm going to be a star one day." And so she looked up at me and she said, "Yes, you are."
Mm-hmm.
And we were off and running after that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At least you knew at a young age that you had talent.
I knew that I had something that I loved to do.
Okay.
I wouldn't even say that I knew I had talent. I just knew that I liked what I did. I loved what I did. And I noticed that it affected people.
Okay.
So I ran with that.
Because, some of these kids nowadays, Mom, watch me.
Yeah.
Mom, watch me do this. And they do a rollover.
And yeah.
Watch me was a little bit different.
No, it was a little different. And I'll be honest with you, there were complications with it to an extent as it related to the industry.
Okay.
Because nobody knew what to do with me.
Mm.
They didn't know. They had not a clue. I was this 7-year-old with this big voice and said, "What do we do with it?"
Right.
So we had all of this momentum. We had all of this stuff. And it took me a while to understand. But as I got older, I was like, they didn't have a clue what the heck to do with me.
Is it fair to compare you to Jason Weaver?
I mean, I think I don't mind comparisons in any form because I think it's a former flatterer.
Oh, yeah, for
Okay.
So,
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, for sure.
you know, I tell people I can be whatever you want. You know, whatever you think.
Yeah,
Okay,
whatever you
sure.
desire.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, the only reason why I say Jason Weaver because Jason Weaver was he Simba in The Lion King?
He was.
Yeah, you know what I
Yeah.
mean. And then later on in his career, he was doing R&B
Doing other
songs and everything
things.
like that. But he
Yeah.
also started at a young age.
At a very young age.
And so I'm looking at you and I'm listening to your
Yeah.
story and I'm like, wait a minute.
And
hold on.
and his mother took care of him too.
Mhm.
That's another thing. Just like my mother took care of me, she was very protective and made sure that people didn't take advantage of me.
Right.
The way that unfortunately it
A
happened.
lot happens in the industry. Yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
Mhm.
For sure, that's interesting. How did playing Simba prepare you for the stage later on?
I mean, I don't remember much of it because I was so little.
Okay.
So I would say I really I wouldn't even attribute it to that. I would say it was just more so watching people who I looked up to and
Mhm.
enjoyed performance-wise.
I mean, how important are those examples though? Early examples.
Oh, they're critical.
I mean, they're
Critical.
My teacher in my theater school when I was 6, 7 years old ended up on the Cosby Show. She was
Yeah.
Theo's girlfriend. And she went to Howard. I was
Yeah.
at Howard University Children's Theater, right?
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
And she went to Howard. And seeing her, she actually taught us.
Mhm.
Seeing her do it live on TV, acting, she's a phenomenal dancer.
Yeah.
So seeing that kind of tutelage early and then seeing these people progress where they were only inspired me to be like, well, yo,
Yeah.
Round
look,
circle.
these people actually taught me verbatim. So I'm like,
Yeah.
So like, how did that tutelage or that understanding, even that exposure to that, benefit you later on? Benefit you even today?
Because like you said, it gave me something to aspire towards. It gave me a visual reference to say, if they could do it, I could do it too. And it
Right.
sounds cliche now, but it's so true.
It is true.
When we have things that we can look, that's why representation is so important
Yes, it is.
to us,
Oh, yeah.
especially because if we can see it, we can do it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right.
It's possible.
For
So
sure.
for me, just seeing people that I looked up to, that I related to, or that taught me in their craft, that was enough for me to say, I definitely want to continue trying to do this because look what they're doing.
Yeah.
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 And I've been fortunate. I've been fortunate enough because you know how some people say don't meet your heroes. And sometimes
Because
that's
you'd be
true.
disappointed
Yes,
sometimes.
yes.
I could write a book.
Yeah, because you can. I can see that happening. I really
Yeah,
Yes.
but you know, maybe next year we'll get more into that. But on the positive side, some of the people that I've been fortunate enough to meet really have been kind to me,
Okay.
and that in turn made me say, because I was a child when I met some of these people, so that in turn made me say, I want to make sure that I make other people feel like that when they meet me.
Okay.
How that person made me feel.
No doubt.
And to me, that's even more important sometimes than the talent aspect.
Mhm.
Because you can have the talent, you can even have the success, but if you're miserable as a person and you don't make people feel good, and you're not, I wouldn't even say inspiring, but you're not kind to other people,
Okay.
you know, who may want to do what you're doing or come after you, that's a big thing.
Now, do you write your own music?
Sometimes.
You do.
He
Sometimes.
said sometimes.
I'm honest about it.
Yo, tell it like it is.
Here's the thing for me. I truly believe that songwriting is an art craft unto itself.
Okay.
And I think there are some people, as we can see from collective history,
Mhm.
that are just songwriters, and that is what they do.
Right. They don't want to be in front of the camera.
They don't want to be in
don't
front
like
of the camera.
limelight. They just
That's
me do
their
what I do.
gift.
Yeah.
And because if we look back in the day, a lot of artists didn't write their material.
They didn't.
Oh, for sure.
They interpreted it.
Yeah.
And that's what I consider myself. I really consider myself an interpreter of songs. I can write and I will collaboratively. Don't leave me by myself because it won't get done. It probably
At
won't
least you
get done.
honest about it.
Yeah.
At least you're honest about it.
And I think more, honestly, I think we need to go back to that a little bit more.
I think we'll have better product.
I do.
I think we'll end up with better product.
Not everybody, some people can write well and then some people are meant to write. And there's a difference to me.
It is. It's a big difference.
I get that we want our publishing and we want our money. The industry is in a way that we're trying to get as much as we can get. I understand that. Trust me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But at the same time, I also feel like that's been a hindrance to us
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
we don't have some of that material that is just like written by people who know how to
To
just,
Mhm.
yeah.
It's true.
So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
You know what? Here's the thing. And people ask me sometimes about like not maybe being bigger sooner in my life.
Okay.
Or younger. And so, you know, I will admit that there were times where I was frustrated by that. because I didn't understand it. But now, I get what you said, I kind of understand a little bit more. But even more to the point, at this age that I am now, I know who I am. And I know who I'm not.
Yeah.
Which is sometimes more important.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and I know what I want sound-wise.
Mhm.
I know who I am performance-wise, vocal-wise. Like, I know me. So
That's critical.
Yeah.
I mean, but talk about that though. Before you go into just, where you see yourself in 5 years.
Yeah.
Continue rather. I think that's a vital aspect as an artist, to know who you are as a person, which actually helps your artistry.
Absolutely.
Actually makes you a better person, whole well round, because if I know what I'm comfortable with, guess what I can do?
Right.
I could actually kill it.
Do it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I know what I'm capable of.
Exactly.
So I think a lot of times, I always say nerves are important. That reminds you that you're human.
Mm-hmm.
But I think when you hit the stage and you're like, yo, I'm about to kill this. Now you know you're about to kill it. And in your mind, you walk on stage with the
Because it's
confidence,
you.
I'm about to kill it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's you. Because
It's
no
you.
one else, as
Can
big as
do
this world is and as big as the internet is, there are no two people alike.
No.
None. So you have to remember that you stepping on that stage, it's just me. This is who I am. This is what God made me to be.
Right.
So if I go out here and be somebody other than that, I'm not doing justice to the people that's watching me, paying to be here, coming to see me.
Yeah.
You got to remember that who you are is what makes you your brand. It's what makes you. That's what people fall in love with.
Absolutely.
I love Antoine Dodson because of XYZ.
Yeah.
He made me feel this way about, something, about music, about love, about challenge, triumph, whatever it might be. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I've been making my soliloquy, but go ahead. My bad, bro.
No, you're good. You're good. Because it's all true. But to answer your question, because I know who I am now and what I want to do, in 5 years, I'm ready for everybody else to know who I am now. Okay. So I in 5 years, I definitely see myself at the level that I would aspire to be. And I say that because I've never been, even when I was a kid, I never wanted to be that type of star. I never wanted to be Beyonce or Michael Jackson or people like that. That was never my intention, because
you just wanted to sing.
I just wanted to sing, and I didn't want people to know who I was. I wanted to be able to make a good living doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And to have some recognition. Yeah, I'll take a Grammy. I will. Yeah, I'll take an American Music Award.
Sure.
But I don't.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I don't have to be the person that's playing, the 300,000 people. I'm perfectly content playing at the Met.
Okay.
I think there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
There's nothing wrong with that.
that's my aspiration.
Yeah.
If I can get a couple thousand people to come and see me every night, I'm perfectly happy with that.
Okay.
But that's real success.
Really
It's not about being Beyonce or Michael Jackson.
It's about being you.
It's about being you.
Exactly.
And I think if there are more artists that accepted the reality of being who you are, and even where your career is, you don't have to be the super duper star. Those people, I'm not saying those people are miserable, but that's a hard life.
It's a different kind of life.
That's a very demanding
It's a
life.
different kind of life.
And for real, I like to be incognito. Let me go make my money and go home. You don't know where I'm at.
I remember watching Tina Lawson and they were asking her about what is one of the things that you miss about pre-stardom life, and she said going to the mall.
Yo,
I miss being able to go shop. I miss being able to be with my family.
I get that.
And not be mobbed and harassed. So I never wanted that. Right. Now, I want to, like I said, I want to go out and people look. Right. And then, exactly. Yeah, but I don't have to worry about, I got to hire.
You don't need security.
Right. And even if I do, it's not like, we need it because we know it's gonna be bad.
Yeah. I've been online looking for ops.
Right? No. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
Okay. So one of the questions I ask everyone is, I know that everyone has a story.
Yeah.
What's your story? What's the one thing that sits out, the story that you tell all the time?
In general, or just a specific point in my career?
However you want to tell it. It's your story.
Okay. Honestly,
you might have several.
Yeah, and I do, but I would say the foundation of it, if I had to give something generalized, my story is the story of someone who felt like the underdog.
Okay.
Because I sometimes was told, the interesting thing is I was never told that I couldn't do it. I was never told that I couldn't make it by anybody, but I was made to feel that sometimes my voice was too big, that I was trying to upstage or overshadow people or yeah. And so my story is about acceptance of I'm not trying to do that. I'm just singing.
Okay.
And, my gift is what God gave me and your gift is what God gave you. Now I might have a bigger mouth or be louder than you, but I'm not trying to be, and I do know how to sing with people. So
you know how to harmonize.
I do know how, absolutely. I know how. I grew up in church and I grew up in the choir and everything. So, I know how to share the stage with people.
Okay.
But, I think sometimes people in their own minds have a certain intimidation about, how it may be perceived if maybe they have a softer voice.
Okay.
And that's okay too. I'm just gonna do me.
You better than me, bro. Step your game up, bro. Step your game up.
I think the one church song that is like great to harmonize to is Total Praise.
Oh, Total Praise, yeah, of course.
Because it has like that 3-part harmony.
Yeah.
And it keeps on rising and building and
it takes skill.
Yeah, it's a great song.
It takes a good ear and it takes skill because there's a lot of modulations.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to know how to use your voice to sing a song like that because you can hurt yourself.
You definitely got to know your part. You got to know that you're a soprano or an alto or a tenor.
Exactly.
Yes.
Right.
Please don't do my part.
Don't do my part.
Be the throat doctor.
And I won't do yours. Know your lane and know your part.
Yes.
And that's also part of my story. Knowing my lane, knowing my part, and knowing what I bring to the table. That's my story.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's a good understanding. You have to know that. You gotta know what you're doing.
You do.
You can't be like, well, but first of all, there's different genres of music, family.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, right.
I want y'all to remember that. Different genres of music.
Yeah.
And certain artists might fit in two different types of genres. Certain artists might not even fit in the genre you think they're supposed to be in. When I was telling Lady T, when I hear your music, I don't think of the generic R&B artists that we're familiar with.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you're really an R&B artist. I think you're more of I said versatile for a reason.
Yeah.
I picked up some George Michael in there. I picked up some influences that I want to put my finger on like it's that, but it's not really. I can say that's what it is, but I can tell that you enjoy that type of music and that's what you like to create of it. She's like, yo,
no, it's true.
You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
So
it is true.
I really appreciate that because I think that's a lost art form. I think that's a genre of music that people forget about. That it not just exists, but was really a foundation for other music.
And there's beauty in so many different kinds of music.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because to me, I'll hear a song that'll be something completely left field. Like I've done folk songs before. I've done folk music because to me it's the foundation. If I hear something and I like the chord progressions and I like the melody, I'm like, we could do something with that.
Yeah.
Music is transient. You can make it whatever you want to make
like
it.
Water.
It
moves around. And
absolutely.
You can't really put it in a bottle or bucket and just leave it there. It has to move. It has to merge.
Absolutely.
It has to do things, and plus it has to grow. You got to use it for certain things. I love music because it can transcend who you can become. Right?
Yeah.
So you ever make something and then you look up and be like, damn, I made that?
Yeah.
Right? Like,
You know, like, what?
That was me.
And it just shock you kind of thing. And then days later you go back and listen to it and you just say to yourself like, wow, I'm capable of
Like, this is good.
some
Right. What can I do next?
Yes.
Where can I go next?
Where can I go next?
Yeah, because you're a fan.
Right, step by step.
Yeah.
I always say the artists that are the hungriest have the motto that I'm only as good as my last song.
That's true.
So if I'm only as good as my last song, guess what? I'm going back to work too. And if my last song is a banger, you better believe the next one.
The next one's should be even better. Yeah. Consistency.
Yeah, consistency. I love this, man.
Yeah.
I love this. Look, Antoine Dodson in the building, family. Antoine Dodson. We're going to take a quick break, all right? We're going to be right back. Remember, you always call us with your comments and your questions. Make sure you email us, rather, with your comments and your questions at jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. Again, it's jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. It's JIMMYBONDS podcast@gmail.com. We'll be right back, family. Jimmy Bonds Podcast. And welcome back, Jimmy Bonds Podcast, Philadelphia Radio TV. Remember, family, you can call us with your comments or questions at 267-289-2515. Again, that's 267-289-2515. You also can email us at jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. Again, that's jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. That's JIMMYBONDS podcast@gmail.com. Family, we are back with our brother Antoine Dodson doing this thing. Remember, coming up on February 12th, he has a show, Love Notes at City Winery. We gonna be in the building for Shazy.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
For sure.
I ain't got no job, but I'm gonna be in there with somebody rocking out. You know
How
what
you
I'm
gonna be in
saying?
there with your homegirl right over here? Okay?
I got my road dog. That's
Yeah.
my wing lady.
What?
Everything I do, she go with me. All right. So if you
Yes.
see me, you see her.
That's it.
Seriously.
That's
right.
facts.
How long we been doing that? At least 2-3 years now,
Yeah.
right?
No, it's been more than 3 years now. Jay, look at us.
Crazy.
Look at us.
Crazy. That's my sis. That's
I
my
love
sis.
it.
Yes.
I love it.
Back to it, bro. You have some important things coming up, I'm sure. What do you have after City Winery? What's going on there?
Yeah, so we've got the City Winery on the 12th in Philly, and then we're going to Atlanta with, I think that's February 25th. And that'll be with Chrissy Collins. And Chrissy Collins she used to be one of the mamas with Beyonce. And then she did some road work with Tyler Perry and some of his productions. Like, you remember Madea Goes to Jail?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And she was the inmate.
Oh, okay.
That got beat up in the cell. And she's done a few others as well. So she's a really, really cool lady, really talented lady. So we're doing a show together at Perfect Note in, I think it's Marietta. They call everything
Atlanta. Yeah.
in Georgia.
Yeah, it is.
But
it's around Atlanta.
Exactly. It's Atlanta. So yeah, we'll be there on February 25th. I think we're doing Nashville in March. And then there's a couple other things that we're working on confirming after that. So yeah.
How you
busy.
No, you I told you he was. I told you he has a bunch of things coming up. How you feel? I want to say this though, because I think a lot of people don't understand taking your craft and traveling with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, from where you came from.
Yeah.
Now you travel in different cities.
Yeah.
You know, and the world's actually seeing you perform.
Yeah.
The world's actually seeing you, hearing your music, and like, what's that like? Because it's one of those things. Imagine creating a song with somebody in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the studio, record it, mixing all that good stuff, get it up on the platforms. Now you got to push it.
Yeah.
Right? Now you got to push that song.
Right.
Sometimes it's from the ground up.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's open mics. Right?
Yeah.
Little showcases.
Absolutely.
Here.
Which I've done and
Right.
would still do if I needed to. Yeah.
Then it's the next level. Hey, you want to come perform?
Yeah.
You know, I'll come perform. You come perform. You do a great job. Then it's the next level. It's like being a baseball player and going from the minor leagues
into the big leagues.
Into the big leagues.
Yeah.
And that transition sometimes can be scary, or that transition can also be like, yo, I'm going to kill these shows, these opportunities I get. What's that like for you?
Edifying. Because it says to me that it wasn't in vain. And the times that I wanted to give up and still want to give up sometimes, I'll keep it 100. This is not an easy business.
Okay.
It's not an easy business. And if you don't do it truly for the love of the craft, you're not going to make it. Okay. I don't care what level you're at. Just like we talked about earlier, Beyonce, if they didn't really love what they did, they would not be doing it anymore. Yeah. Because there's so many other things that play, and it's the behind the scenes stuff. Mm-hmm. I remember Roberta Flack said once, I think it was was it Roberta Flack or was it Diane Reeves? It was one of them. But I was listening to Avery Sunshine.
Okay.
And she was reminiscing on something that she was told. I think actually she said it was Diane Reeves. And she said that, you know, that you can't quantify what we do as a performer. Like, we're not getting paid for what we do on stage. We're getting paid. Can I curse on here?
Hell yeah.
Okay. We getting paid for the shit that we deal with behind the scenes. The stuff that goes on before we get on the stage. Because people don't have a clue. You know, it could be a nightmare going on backstage.
Sound not
working. Or it could be
bad
some
management.
business stuff going on that ain't right. And you still have to go out there and
smile like
it's okay.
Yeah.
And I've learned as I've gone through life to be honest about what I'm going through. And so, you know, always tell everybody all your business. But sometimes when I'm on stage, I will tell people, listen, I'm human like you are.
Yeah.
And I'm going through some stuff.
And I got some feelings.
Yeah. And I can't tell you all of them.
Yeah.
But I want you to know I'm here.
But that's the connection between an artist and his audience.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have to relate to who you talking to.
Absolutely.
And if you cannot relate to them, they will not receive you. Thank you. So you going up there, it's almost like testify, a testimonial in church.
Yes.
Lord, I'm going through it.
Going through
in church like me too. I am right there with you.
And I love that because that's real.
It is real. It's authentic.
It makes you relatable if anything.
And I would love that, but if more than anything, just call me real. If you can call me if you're gonna call me anything, call me real.
Call me real.
Because I just want to be real. I don't want to be one of those people like we just talked about, who, if they reach a certain level of success, let me go into the back and, go on around. I don't want people to see me. If you don't want to be seen, keep you behind home. Because this is what you quite literally signed up to do, to live a public life and be a public person. Are we human? Yes. Do we have...
You know what? I think some people say, this is what I want to do. And then once they get a little taste of it, like, oh, no. I think it's just too much. It's a little bit overwhelming.
Yeah, and that's okay, too.
Yeah.
You have to be. Because some people, I'll put it to you this way.
Yeah.
We talked about that songwriting thing. Some people are just better at songwriting. They're more comfortable with that in their own lane.
Yeah.
Some of them don't want to be on the stage. They'll be behind the stage, applauding, making their money, enjoying life.
Yes.
But you on stage working your ass off on a regular basis, and they at home ordering Uber Eats. I'm just saying.
Watching your performance.
Watching you perform.
That was good. That was good as they're eating their food.
Cha-ching. There's money in my bank. Fantastic. So you gotta realize that there are different lanes in this industry that you can play. Some people, it's not about being in front stage. And that's not what it's always about.
You gotta know your left from
Dolly
right.
Parton said it best when Whitney Houston released I Will Always Love You. People asked her, how did she feel some kind of way because Whitney's was bigger? Yeah, right. She said, absolutely not.
I don't have to sing it no more.
I don't have to sing nothing no more if I don't want to.
Whitney do it.
Every time I go to bank, I say, thank you, Whitney.
I get that.
Yeah.
So hold on.
That's
how do you feel now with people attempting, because I'm being nice with my words, attempting to be music artists now by using AI?
I want to know. I want to know from you.
Because you work hard at your craft. You've been doing it for a long time, and then you have these pretend artists. I hate to say that, but it is these AI artists. How does that make you feel?
I think it's egregious.
Ooh.
I do.
Ooh.
I think it is, in a way, it's almost sacrilegious to me.
Ooh.
Because now there are wonderful things that we use AI for, don't get me wrong. But I don't think that we need to be using them to be something that we're not.
Because, my thing is, I'm going to be like, oh, that sounds real good.
Yeah.
You going to sing it live?
No.
And they be like, no.
No.
What you mean, though?
Right.
This your music?
Exactly. But you can't,
it's not your music.
If you can't sing it in front of somebody, then why are we doing it at all? That's my thing. That's my thing. And I'll leave it at that. I'm not knocking nobody's hustle, but I can't get behind it, especially because, like you said, there are people like me and so many other people that work hard at what we do to make sure that these chops are in place and that
I'm in honey water.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Listen, I mean, I'm in agreement with you to an extent that, if anything, because the train is already on the tracks and is rolling, if anything, separated from human music. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So make it its own genre, make it its own thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Call it AI rap genre. You get what I'm saying?
Don't integrate it
into real life, because then once you do that, that's what the frustrating part is for artists.
Yes.
Right, because now you in my lane.
Exactly. Exactly. And I can't, I'm not a computer.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Nor do I have capabilities of AI. I'm not a machine.
No.
So if that's the case, why don't we separate it, give it its own thing? So maybe you want to listen to AI music. Maybe. You got a whole thing for yourself.
You got a whole thing.
Maybe you want to see some real people.
You should come up with some kind of something to make that happen.
Listen, I'm gonna
send a proposal over.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, because that's what we need. We need a genre. We need its own genre. So,
really
like I said, the train is already gone. We can't stop the train.
No.
It's not going to happen. It's like anything else that comes along, and we have to adjust and adapt as artists. If that's the case, give it its own thing. Let people make their money in that genre. Let real people make their money in that genre, and we keep it rolling. Shoot, AI could have genres and subgenres and subculture. Shoot, you might even have AI doing some drill trap music. It don't matter.
It can have its own chart.
Talking about ops and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
its own thing.
Its own thing. And let that be what that is.
And I'd be okay with that.
And
because,
think about it. I mean, they're marketing. They can go do, you want to do parties, you can go do parties that people listen on what's the name, have a DJ and call it a day. You're not having nobody come out and perform, because who's going to perform a song?
And I mean, sometimes it can even help with us, like the people who actually sing. Well, I don't want to say like the people who actually sing, but people who actually sing, because there is some stuff with AI that's helpful with like pre-production stuff, and even with music. Yeah. So there are really good things about it.
It's
I don't
good.
knock it.
You're not being negative about
Yeah,
it.
I'm not knocking it. I
No.
just don't think, like you said, they need to be in our lane.
Yeah.
Right.
They need to be
You're like,
separate.
please don't
Yeah.
claim yourself as a singer.
Exactly,
Because
because
you don't know how to sing.
Billboard has so many different charts. They
It
can add
does.
another one.
They can.
This
They
is the
can
Billboard
yo.
AI chart.
Yeah,
Yes.
let it be.
And they can have
Let it be.
one of those not UPC, but you know the codes
Yeah,
that I'm talking about
yeah.
that identify them as AI artists.
Yep. That's what you
Yeah,
do.
they need
I
to come
think
up with
that's
some
fair.
kind of
And you
algorithm.
regulate it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like any other genre of music that's regulated by, say, the BMI or the ASCAPs or whatever. Like, it's publishing. Yo, get that thing regulated.
Registered
so
as, yes.
It works. Like, so, and I have people that are friends, that are loved ones, brothers, sisters. They use AI.
Yeah.
Yes.
Am I mad at them for doing it?
No.
Because you know why? The songs they loading in are their songs. They wrote them.
And
They're
I see it this
plugging them
way.
in.
If you are an AI artist, say that you're an AI artist. Because if you tell me that you're a singer, I'm going to be like, all right, well,
Right.
hit the
Hit
acapella.
something.
Yeah,
Right.
let me hear the acapella.
No,
What's
people
going
gonna
on?
want to sing. It's like when I be
They'll
out.
be like, oh, what you mean, oh?
Yeah.
Right. No,
Yeah.
ain't no,
That's
oh,
what
is
people
that part
want to
of the
do.
song?
People be like, yo, you a singer? Sing for me. You be like, what? First of all, family, I don't sing or rap on command. Okay. I don't think any artist in America or the world, you're not. I have to tell people this, particularly the consumers. Don't walk up to your favorite people or people that you know when they say they have a talent and try to force them to do it on the spot.
You be like, what? You're a comedian? Tell me a joke.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Who does like?
That's kind of how it feels.
What, you a garbage man? Take out my trash. That's the
Right.
same thing.
It kind of feels that way. It feels
Yeah.
that way.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not.
You're right.
You're not. Now, if you ask me,
But first
then
of
I
all-
may do it. But
first of
to
all,
just
who-
come up
who
and
are
say,
you?
hey, singer,
Who are you? They pay me for this on stage. You know that, right?
That's true,
Am
too.
I right? So if you want to sing, if you want to see me sing, go pay a ticket. Go get a
that ticket.
And just like
And I'll
everybody
see you
else.
at the City
And I'll
Winery
see you
on
at
the
City Winery.
12th.
Thank
That's
you.
true. And that's true. However,
I'm gangster, but it's like,
I do. But I feel that, and like I said, we're all human. I have my days when I'm tired. I'm just like, not today, but most times I will do it.
Okay.
I'll do it because I know
Kindness.
it doesn't come. And it doesn't come from a place of malice.
No, it doesn't. And you have a new fan too. You have a new fan.
Yeah.
They're gonna love you.
But
Yeah.
I
you
get
know,
the
and I guess
interaction.
it all depends on how you're being asked. As well.
That too. That's what I'm
Yes.
saying. If you come up and ask me, more than likely, even if I'm tired, I'll do it because it'll only cost me a few seconds of my time. Okay, I can
Right.
do that.
Yeah.
But
Don't
don't.
come over here demanding.
Right. Hey, sing me a song.
Yeah.
Then I'll be like,
Who you talking to?
I won't act like I didn't hear him.
Wait,
Yeah.
That's when you go back to AI. No, tell AI to
Right,
sing
right.
your song. What is going on?
AI will sing you a
Weirdo.
song.
AI will take your poem that you wrote yesterday and make a song for you. So ask them to do
Go
it for
do
you.
that.
Want to hear somebody sing? Go do
Like
that.
the Leo in me.
Ain't
is
nobody,
about to
yo,
come out.
listen, bro.
Right.
You don't want to
Ain't
see
nobody
You don't
doing
wanna
this.
see
What
that
kind-
one.
What kind of
No.
craziness is this? Sing me a song.
Because
What is this, on demand?
But
What you think I am, bro? What you
And
think this is?
I hate to be that way, but you do have to have boundaries.
Yes.
You got to have
Man,
boundaries.
You know, people they be like, Jimmy, you rap? I'll be like, yeah, I rap. Rap me something.
What? Yeah, that's crazy. And that's crazy. To
Bro,
say that.
first of all, I'm gonna tell you something. That means you don't respect my craft, my years
Mhm.
of doing this, right? Particularly somebody like you spent what? You 34, so we talking about
Mhm.
30 years
30
of singing?
years. Yeah.
Talking about 3
30.
decades?
3 decades.
You can't respect the 3 decades that I spent doing this, and you diminish
And
it
you,
to
hold on. And you want
comes-
some proof.
right.
Right. Some
Sing for
proof.
me.
Hold on. But,
Right.
and
Go
be
to
like,
Spotify,
but do
bro.
you sing?
Is my life not proof enough? Like, yeah.
But
Go
do
to
you sing?
Spotify, bro. Go listen to my music on Spotify.
Yeah.
bro.
And that's the other thing, are the people that you call your friends all really your friends?
No.
And that's been a lesson I've had to learn too.
Okay.
I think
in-
it's a lesson
in this
hard to
business,
accept, man.
Yeah.
They shiesty people out there.
Shiesty and opportunists.
Very much so.
That's
They want,
another
they
thing.
want a coattail. They
Big-
find a coattail
yeah.
to hang on.
What-
And particularly a person like you who is kind and loving and caring and care about people around them and not necessarily want to help everybody,
I
but just
try.
want to be that vessel between people, make
Yeah.
people feel good about
Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah.
People see that as a target. He's a mark. And a lot of times us marks, and I don't mean to call us marks, but people see that as something they can use for
Mhm.
their benefit.
Mm-hmm.
So you become a mark. And I think a lot of times we talk about discernment. We all in church talk
Ooh.
about the spirit of discernment.
Discernment.
Knowing who's who and what's
Yeah.
what allows you to be like, yeah, bro, I'm only going to give you a limited amount of my time
Yeah.
because I'm going to go do the rest of this over here.
And trust in yourself.
Okay.
For sure.
Oh, but can I be messy for a little?
Let's be messy.
Can I be
Oh,
messy? Just for a
Ain't nothing
little
wrong
bit?
with being a little messy.
All right, go ahead.
Ain't nothing wrong with being a little messy.
So earlier, I asked you for your story,
Okay,
and you answered the question quite well.
I did.
Okay, so now my thing is, I'm getting this energy from you,
Uh-huh.
so I'm gonna allow you to release this energy that you got going on. one horror story.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
I love that.
I'll do that. And one, that's the sad part.
Oh, okay.
I would say.
Yeah, I mean, you could use names. You can use names.
No, we don't need no names. We don't need no names.
I won't use a name.
We don't want him to come. We want his name to be
if
pure.
It sound like
right.
But
no name.
This person, if they ever hear this, they'll know who I'm talking about. So there was a situation where it was another instance. I was playing in Atlanta, as a matter of fact, and there was an artist that I was opening for.
Okay.
And they didn't say it to me, but they said it to my people, 2 Idle Minds, actually.
Shout out to Idle Minds.
Yeah. And they said to them, I think he's using my mic because of how it sounded. He was like, people, and because the right. people that were in the sound people, I guess they like what we were doing, what I was doing. And so he came up to them and he said, I think he's using my mic because, there must be some effects or something on there, and they were like, no, he's not using your mic. And so, because here's the thing, the interesting thing about it, this particular artist, and I have to say this for context because of this situation, this particular artist doesn't travel with his own sound person. So he doesn't have a mic to have. That's the first thing. Second thing is, I anticipated that being a problem because there was already some weird energy that was going on prior to that. And so I said, please make sure I have a separate mic. So I had a separate mic that I was using already anyways. Now, as a result of that, there were some other shows that we were scheduled to do that did not end up happening. Did not end up happening.
You don't say.
Don't say. And I'll say, for the sake of keeping things lighter, that's the horror story that I'll go with. Okay. But it was unfortunate because this was somebody that I did look up to, that I did respect as an artist, as an individual, and personally, it ain't personal; it's business. It's like, okay, cool. But I learned from that. I learned from that.
But you also learn not to diminish your light either.
No.
Because I don't care how big your name is, bro. If I'm opening for you and I'm better than you, it is what it is.
No, we're not saying that.
Now listen, that's why you ain't naming no names.
Jimmy, that's what I had heard.
Let me just clarify. Let me clarify with that.
That's what you all heard. That's not what I said.
Let me clarify. Let me clarify.
Because he was trying to be nice.
When an artist says he using my mic,
he was trying to be nice.
There is an issue. He is intimidated. He feels like he is showing me up. And I'm going to tell you, I can tell you from the years my grandfather was a jazz musician for over 70 years. And I can tell you stories he's told me that when you're not a big name and you're opening for a big name, you have to kind of scale down a little bit, because if you upshow that big name, it's going to be a problem and you're not going to be there anymore.
It has been.
So you have to understand that it's not. They're intimidated by upcoming artists. They want to keep their established name. I always say, when you see new artists coming up and they might be getting a little more better buzz than you do, just go see them. What's up? Attach yourself to it if that's the case.
Right.
Yeah.
Have them come up.
It's never.
Give them elevation. So you're not like, oh, well, they're gonna outshine me. So what? So what?
Y'all both shining together.
Your name is your name.
Exactly.
So what?
And I think we have to understand, as we age, our career is going to change.
That right there.
We have to understand that. And
your demographic is even going to change.
And that's why I think people like we were talking about earlier, Queen of Philadelphia, Patti LaBelle.
Shout out to Patti.
One of the greatest things about her is she's always embraced younger artists. It's not a matter of they're bigger than me. So what? But
look how old she is compared to the new.
That's what I'm saying.
And she will never not be Patti
No,
LaBelle.
but guess what will happen? Because it just happened in Newark when they did the Monica show with Brandy. Guess who? Kelly Rowland brought her out on the stage.
Sure did.
And gave her roses and things like that happen all the time. Why? Because she was kind to them.
Right.
When she didn't have to be, when they were coming up, she's always been kind. And that's why I always want to be kind to people, because not just because of what they can do for you, but it's the right thing to do. Yeah.
But in this industry, particularly our history and our culture surrounded around the industry, it's pivotal that you translate what you've gained to the next generation.
Yes.
The ones behind you. That's how you pass the baton. That's how you pass the key.
Yeah.
That's how you retain
because we're not going to be here forever.
We're not. So anybody that comes behind find me, you better make sure I'm like, yo,
It's
come on, let's
generational.
go.
Yes.
Because if not, it's not gonna be like that. Who you feel sorry for?
The artists that start out at a young age, like for instance, New Edition.
Yeah.
If you listen to them when they sang Candy Girl, they were at their
They're at
12, 13th.
Yeah.
Now have them sing Candy Girl as an adult.
Yeah, it's a whole different ballgame.
Totally,
it's not the
totally
same song.
different.
They probably don't even sing it like that for real.
Yeah,
they can't.
They have other
Yeah.
they have other
And
hits
I mean,
they
they
go
have
to.
adult voices now.
Yeah,
like
they have
all
adult
these
voices.
MVPs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
it's and that's why, going back to what I said earlier, I'm glad that I didn't make it when I was a child, because it's so hard, because you don't know who you are yet. So you have people telling you who you are. And then as you're growing into who you are may not be who they want you to be.
Yeah.
And now it's a matter of pull and tug. I'm trying to be my own person, I'm trying to be my own artist, but this is what
And they
people
want to
see
keep
me
you
as.
here.
It's hard.
But you can also see that in the great ones. I mean, Michael was one example. They when you're younger, they make you who they want you to be.
Yeah.
When you're older, you start to becoming who you want to be.
And he was just fortunate enough to be talented enough and successful enough
to make
to
that transition.
I'm gonna do it anyways.
But he had good people behind him as well.
Yeah.
I mean, Quincy was at work, but you got to have people to see your future vision too.
Because
even he didn't hear the brilliant. I think it was him. He didn't hear the brilliance in Thriller. A lot of people didn't.
No.
Wow.
They didn't hear it.
No,
they didn't hear it. And Michael was like, no, this is it. And because he was who he was able to say, we're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it anyway.
We're gonna have to follow what Michael said. But you know, that's
and
the
guess
thing.
what happened?
And that's what happens. Real artists know their craft.
Yeah.
And they know what's gonna sell. And they know what the people want to hear.
Because they know themselves.
They know themselves.
It's really an ingenuity thing.
It is.
It's like I'm being genuine in who I am, and it's that sincerity. Because I got away from using the word authentic. A lot of people like to use it, and there's nothing wrong with it.
No, I'm glad. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that, because it's, for me, it's the same way of woke. Words are overused and oversaturated.
And now you have subcategories to what authentic is. So if you're not this, you're not authentic. So who are you to tell? So I use the word sincere because nobody can tell you what's sincere.
That's much
Sincerity
better.
is what
I'm
I use
sincere.
now. Yeah, exactly. yeah. Yes. So yeah.
That's dope, yo. Yeah. That's dope. No, I like the fact. I think we forget how much the English language means in terms of our communication.
Words.
So changing those words actually change the meaning of what you're doing.
Absolutely.
What would you say your demographic is? What would you say to the people
that's a great question. Because we're like all over the
place. Because you have a particular type of style. But I'm looking at your Instagram, I see you in different facets.
But we can't,
right?
Like I said, we can't even put him in a box.
No, I mean, he's that's what I'm saying. Being a versatile artist, you can never do that. So I'm seeing you, say, at tent parties and weddings. I'm seeing you at all white parties. I'm seeing you on stage.
Yeah.
I'm seeing you rehearsing. I'm seeing you with bands. You know what I'm saying? So it's your demographic is not a normal demographic, right?
No.
Would you
so
say?
What do you consider yourself?
I consider myself a singer who loves music, and I consider myself somebody who just sings what I feel. Okay. It doesn't always have a certain genre to it. If I could relate myself to anybody that comes to the top of my mind, I would say Nina Simone.
Oh, wow.
Nina Simone.
Nice.
Because I loved, and I still love, how she just incorporated so many different styles. But people gravitated to it because it was different.
Right.
And she just did it so well.
That's fire.
So that's kind of how I see myself. It's that kind of person who just interprets music.
For sure.
And I do try to do it in a way that can be accessible to as many people as it can be. Don't get me wrong. But, sometimes even the show that we're doing on the 12th, we're doing a lot of different music. We're doing, and I'll give some of the stuff away because it's not a huge deal. We're doing everything from John Legend. We're going to do some John Legend stuff.
I was going to ask that too. That's dope.
Yeah, because, yeah.
That's dope.
And we're going to do Shania Twain.
Oh.
We're doing Shania Twain.
Nice.
And then
I like that.
Yeah. We might do Joni Mitchell, some Joni Mitchell stuff.
Too.
But what I do know is we're doing an Edith Piaf song. Which, and I don't, if you know Edith Piaf, she is the person that made famous La Vie en Rose, the song La Vie en Rose. Okay. But she has another song that we're going to be doing that's really special. And I wanted to do, because I sometimes I do Tears in Heaven by Eric Clapton.
Okay.
So I try to have at least one
what I tell you,
emotional song.
Didn't I say he was versatile?
Yeah.
Didn't I say that? Like, it's just different.
And it's just stuff that I can relate to and that I feel.
That's it.
Yeah. That's it.
You a ballad man? You like ballads?
I love ballads.
Yeah, I figured that.
I do love ballads. And I love up-tempo stuff too. I love fun stuff. But I feel like I can reach people better with the ballads just for me. because I can touch it a little bit more.
Yeah, for sure. That's what's up.
Who's the one musical artist that you would like to meet that you've not met yet?
They're dead.
Okay, I'm listening.
I would have loved to have met Nina Simone.
Okay.
I would have loved to have met Phyllis Hyman.
No doubt.
I still love Phyllis Hyman. My mother is a big Phyllis Hyman fan to this day. Oh, yeah. So those are the ones. Natalie Cole. I had to say Natalie Cole. Natalie Cole was my. No, she died in 2015.
Okay.
I remember I was in the car. I was boo loving. I'll say that. This particular young lady I ended up almost marrying, but that's a story for another time.
Yeah.
We were in the car. It was New Year's Eve. You know, we in the car.
No, what we do?
New Year's
Eve.
So, and we were listening to music. You know what I'm saying? And we were setting the mood, and it came on the radio that Natalie Cole had passed away, and I stopped everything. I said, "What?" Because what a lot of people don't know is Natalie Cole was my first musical love.
Oh,
my very first.
I get that.
Yeah, and so
that's my Tina Marie.
Oh yeah, Tina Marie. Yeah, she's another good one.
That's my Tina Marie.
I miss her too. I miss her too.
Like, that's my Notorious B.I.G. and Phife Dawg. Phife Dawg died. I was like, no.
Yes. It hits you, know, because that music meant something.
Y'all better come and get me some happy Sade. Just check on me. Some happy just come check on me. I'm just saying.
I know, and it's hard to think about that because these people have been like soundtracks, to our lives.
Your life, yeah.
Okay, so that was your person. Those were your people. That are no longer living. Who is a person that is living?
I've been fortunate to meet a lot of people that I do look up to. I would like to meet Mary J. Blige.
Oh,
really?
Yes.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Mary, you gonna come sit in this chair with us?
That would be.
You can come sit in this chair.
I feel like she would.
Mary, come sit in this chair with us, Mary. I ain't calling you out.
We're gonna bring you back.
Yeah, you're gonna be sitting right here. Yeah, they're gonna be doing duets in this joint, okay?
Yeah.
They're gonna be doing duets. Mary, what's up, Mary? Yeah, you right though.
I'd love to meet Mary J. Blige. I relate to her a lot.
Yeah.
Because
what's crazy is if you listen to my life from top to bottom, right? First of all, it was crazy. When I heard that song, I think I was the album, I think I was 13, 14.
Yeah.
And me and my boy in high school would talk about this album like it was a rap album. Okay? This is how much we listen to my life. Because from the top to the bottom, you could play that joint, no problem. Right? So we would be on the bus like, yo, you listen to such and such, such. And I don't know many brothers who can say that. So I got to Philly, my best friend Dom was going to Mary concerts. Whole bull, gangster bull, going to Mary concerts by himself.
And what?
Okay?
He said he ain't want no judgment.
Ain't even care. Like, yo, I'm going to see Mary. She relates her music reminds me of an old gospel singer that you knew in the South in the church, where you could really feel everything that she's saying.
Yeah.
She ain't the best. Oh, she's singing so well. It's beautiful. It's her soul and her passion behind it that makes Mary shine so much more. Yeah, I love all her songs.
She has a discography that is out of this world. Yeah. I love Mary J. Blige. Yeah.
That's a fantastic.
Yeah, a lot of people probably wouldn't have thought that one. I don't know if I would have thought it.
It kind of threw me.
When you said it, I went ham. Like, what, Mary?
Well, let me tell you why, though, and I had to think about it for a few reasons. I think the number one reason is just being honest. A lot of the fantasies that I had when I was younger about the industry, I don't have anymore.
Okay.
And everybody's like, oh, I would love to meet them and become friends with them. And, that don't happen that often. So, if I had to just think about somebody that I would want to meet, it has to be someone I just want to be in the presence of for a little while. To just say I shared time and space with them. Not thinking, oh, we're going to become best friends and stay in touch and do that. But Mary's someone that I would love to meet and share some time with. Okay. Yeah.
So hold on. What was your experience like when you were on the Jenny Jones show?
It's funny because there were some other people on there that went on to do some great things. I can't think of his name, but I know he was in the Notorious B.I.G. movie.
Oh, he was?
He might have played, I can't think of his name. If you saw him, you would know who I was talking about. But it was a child segment show of like kids, talented kids who they felt were going places. So there were a couple people on there that were kind of fit in that category, but the experience was great. I remember flying into Chicago And they had us up in this nice hotel where they tried to offer us this fancy shrimp cocktail. And I'm 7 years old and I want McDonald's. I don't want a shrimp cocktail. But I ate it and it was good. That's how I got in the shrimp cocktail.
No doubt.
It introduced me to something that we had, this waiter, butler guy that was waiting on us. And I was like, I get used to this, So it was wonderful. They had us in the limos to take us to where we had to go. It was a great experience, and she was really nice.
Okay.
She was a really nice lady. I have pictures of us. I'll send them to you guys.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I've got pictures. So that one, and then even it's funny when we did the Apollo Theater when Steve Harvey was there.
Oh wow.
That's one thing. If you guys haven't seen that, I have to send you the video. It cracks me up because it's something that's hard for me to watch now as an adult because I know how much I've grown. But as a 7-year-old,
okay. 7.
Yeah, and my voice hadn't quite caught up to my body. So I'm trying to do things vocally that I didn't have the reserves to quite do. But the intention was there. You could tell.
Yeah.
So that particular show that we did, Jasmine Sullivan was on that one.
Nice.
Okay, pause.
Yeah.
You mentioned her name.
Yeah.
Nice.
You hey Jazz. If you single, mama, if you listening to this,
shoot your shot, Jazz.
let me tell you, Jazz,
because she is beautiful.
Let me tell you, Jazz. Listen, I'm in Philly. I know you from Philly. You might not be in the city, but mama, come holler. Come sit right here in this chair.
I don't know if I can say that. I'm not going to say it online.
You don't say it out loud, but I know you in that world. Hey, Jazz. Hey, Jazz. Come sing.
You might
listen. Here, Jazz. Come sit right here.
You might see her at D'Alessandro's. They'll pop up there.
Listen, hey. I might do some pop-ups.
For cheesesteak.
The way she sang, I tell you like this. Ain't nothing. I love a woman that can sing, right?
And the way she certainly can sing.
The way she sang,
for sure.
Change your whole
and she's also a great writer.
Oh, so you can tell.
Great writer.
I've seen
one of the few that really can do both exceptionally well.
What's that song? Pick Up These Pieces? Pick Up the Pieces? That she did acoustically on YouTube? I don't know if y'all seen that joint. That joint is probably one of the best acoustic joints I've ever seen. Yeah. I used to have that joint on repeat because I was just like mind blown. Just mind the backup singers, acoustic guitar. I was just like, oh my God, this is crazy.
I would love to do something with her one day.
Jazz is a problem, bro. She a whole problem. Yeah. She a whole problem.
So do you prefer like the studio sound or do you prefer performing with like live musicians?
It's funny you say that. I hate the studio.
You do? I do too.
I don't like it.
I'm the type. Tell me if you're like this. Are you the type to go in the studio and be like, "Yo, let's hurry up and record. Let me get this over with, and I'm out." Because I don't like being in there. Like I like to come prepared. I know what I'm gonna sing. I done rehearsed it the whole time. So by the time I get there,
I know exactly what I'm doing.
Thank you. I know my octaves. I know where I'm at. I know what it's gonna sound like, and it probably comes out sounding better than what I'm hearing, right? And so you do what you done, and I'm gone. People who spend all that time in the studio, I just be like, I don't know why y'all doing this song.
And I don't like it because for me, it's very sterile.
Okay.
And it's boring.
Okay.
I don't, it's like acting. This is where the acting of being a singer comes into play because you're pretending that you're performing a song.
Right.
Yeah. And that's what I have to do in my head. And so I started bringing people to the studio with me. Like, and when not everybody's like that. Some producers don't like to have people in the studio with you. And if you're working with a certain client, sometimes you listen. Right. But sometimes I'd bring friends because it made me feel like I was singing to an audience a little bit more and it helped. Okay. But if it's just me and the producer and maybe a sound engineer, it's so hard. It's hard sometimes to get that emotion and that energy out because I guess
when you live, you just jamming with the person.
Absolutely.
You have a reason for it. Yeah.
You've got the energy of the people that are out there in the audience that want to see you. That makes a big difference.
Okay.
So I definitely prefer live performance, but I will, like you said, I'll go to the studio very prepared. I have my lyric sheet with my notes. This is how I kind of want to run it down. I like to record the song the whole way through once first.
Okay.
And then we can go back and fix stuff if we need to do it. I'm not trying to sit here and patch each word and no.
I'm glad you said that. Listen, before we let you go, it even I know. No,
I'll be back.
He's great.
He's a Leo.
He's
I'll
great.
Be back.
He's
I'll
great.
Come back.
He always got a seat with us. Always got a seat with us.
Thank you.
But before you go, I wanted to ask this question: what do you want people to gain as they leave your performances? What message do you want them to receive?
That's a great question.
It is because it's kind of multi-layered, but I'm going to simplify it. Love each other. Love each other.
What if they got cooties?
Like me.
Love from a distance. Then love from a distance because we can social distance. We know how to do that. We've learned how to do that.
No doubt.
So
No doubt.
loving each other, because that's the number one reason I love what I do. I love bringing people together.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the biggest thing for me. I love bringing people together because music and food, nothing unites people more than music and a good meal.
Yes.
Very true. That to me is the foundation of why I do what I do, to bring people together. So love each other. And another thing that I talk about a lot in my shows is to tell people that you love them while you can. Because I've had many instances in my life where I've lost people have passed away, and I didn't get to share with them how much I love them, and that you carry that guilt is hard.
The woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Yes.
When we end the show, we'll show you how we relate to that, because that's a very pivotal thing. I always stress and how important that is. And I appreciate you talked about that. You want your performance, your energy, your synergy you put out there, the music people receive. It's about loving each other. We need more of that, man.
We do.
It's not enough of that out here.
I mean, but we live in Philadelphia.
Listen, it should be the city of brotherly love.
It should be.
Sometimes
it should be.
Sometimes it's a city of brotherly shove. But but at the same time, like you still got to put that love out there.
Yeah.
Because people even in Philly still need that love, no matter how aggressive or angry they are. That's probably what it is.
Because they need more love.
They need more love,
and they need somebody to tell them the truth. The other thing, and this is not even just Philadelphia, this is America, this is the world. We don't have enough honest conversations with each other.
Oh yeah, I mean, the thing is, you get canceled now if you have an honest conversation.
But you know, and that's where discernment comes in, because you got to know how to say certain things and when to say them. But the truth is necessary.
Yeah, it is.
And sometimes you got to be okay with saying, you know what, cancel me if you need to. That wasn't what I was thinking with that one. But hey, you know what?
She's crazy. You crazy, so like being honest with people, right?
Being honest. But even, you know, and that's a serious thing too. But even as far as some of the things that we're going through in this country right now, a lot of this could be dispelled and taken care of if we would tell the truth about things.
True.
Yeah, just like, you know, shout out to Minnesota.
Yeah.
Y'all need to tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
Just tell the truth. Yeah. Tell the truth what happened. We all make faults. God rest everybody's soul that we lost.
Yeah.
But tell the truth. Yeah. That's all we gotta say. Tell the truth. And I think telling the truth is not one of those, I'm gonna just keep it real and say how I say it. I need to say it.
But no. Saying that he a type of brother to keep it 100 all the time.
Yeah, but if you could keep it 100 in the most innocent, polite manner and loving manner, you don't have to degrade people.
Carefrontation,
right?
The confrontation.
Thank you. That's a great carefrontation.
Because your approach is everything. If you approach somebody they're not going to hear you.
No, they're not.
Very true.
And you want to be heard,
right? We all want to be heard.
Yeah,
we all want to be heard. And you know, on that note, Antoine, this has been phenomenal, bro.
Thank you.
I am
likewise.
I am really, you know, not just intrigued but impressed. You know your stuff, you know your history, you know your culture, you know your music. You know,
his 20s.
He do. I mean, he just know his work. He just know what it is. His experience exudes from him. He knows what's going on.
Yes.
But bro, we really appreciate you, man, so much. I can't thank you enough from the whole team. What do you want to say to the family, our listeners, before we let you go?
Plug away.
Yeah, come check us out on the 12th at the City Winery in Philadelphia. I would love to see who's out there. I'd love to see who's out there, because it's not, like I said, it's not just about singing to me. It's about connecting with people and leaving a message that they can go home with. So I would love if everybody who's interested, you don't have to come if you don't want to. It's okay. I'll understand. I love you anyway.
Yeah.
But I would love.
You can make it a Valentine's Day thing.
Yeah, make it a Valentine's Day thing. Make it a
Valentine's Day.
You can make it a solo date night thing, because I've made it a thing. But I've stopped waiting for other people to do stuff.
Hey.
I just do it.
You gotta do it. You just gotta go.
So yeah,
come on out.
Come on out and see us, and then at that show we'll be talking more about what we've got coming up next. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's love. That's love. Lady T, anything you want to say?
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, and I look forward to seeing you on the 12th.
Likewise.
Oh, yeah, we're going to be in the building on the 12th. City Winery family. Make sure you go Love Notes, City Winery. My man Antoine Dodson going to be in the building.
Thank you so much.
As he already has said, singing a bunch of songs. I want to send a special shout out to Two Idle Minds.
Yeah.
Thank you. I apologize for my inconsistency sometimes. I know life is crazy. I'm just being straight up honest.
Just blame it on the
sincere.
snow.
That's
blame
real.
It on the snow.
You know, life is in. My birthday was last week, so I had to catch up on some things. But Two Idle Minds, thank you so much for your patience and allowing us to interview this brother, because he is sincere, great, and we look for great things for him him in the future.
Thank you.
That's the God honest truth.
Thank you so much.
But family, as always, as we say with everything, it's always good to be out there, love each other, be focused on loving each other, be focused on being better. You know what I mean? Focus on being better. And with that said, remember, you always can call us with your comments or your questions at 267-289-2515. Again, that's 267-289-2515. You can email us at jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. Again, that's jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. That's JIMMYBONDS. Again, that's JIMMYBONDS podcast@gmail.com. Follow us on IG at Jimmy Bonds Podcast, on TikTok at Jimmy Bonds Podcast, and subscribe on our YouTube channel at Jimmy Bonds Podcast. Follow Philadelphia Radio at philadelphiaradio.com. And my brother Antoine, make sure, Antoine, where's your plug? Where can they follow you on social media, bro?
All of I try to make it all the same. So my social media is World of Antoine, ANTOINE. Yeah.
World of the Antoine Dodson.
Yes, that guy.
You know what I'm saying? With that being said, family, remember, always call somebody. Somebody you talk to recently, somebody you haven't talked to recently. Call them and tell them that you love them.
Yeah.
Because you never know when you might get another chance.
If you feel it, say it.
Say it. Call them and tell them. My sister T.
Hey.
My brother Antoine. I'm Jimmy Bonds. PhiladelphiaRadio.com, Philadelphia Radio TV. And we're out. Peace.